I'm from Connecticut originally. I grew up there. I have an older sister, a younger sister, and a younger brother. Great parents. I had a great childhood. Anything that I could ever ask for.
When Lauren was really little, we used to call her Mikey because she just accepted everything, and Mikey was the person of the day in her day when she was little, you know, like she'd like say, well, I don't really like that, but that's okay. And she was very like sweet and forgiving and tender-hearted.
Went to Purdue. That's how I got introduced to Indiana. Stayed out here for most of the time after college. Then moved back briefly to Connecticut, where I met Jimmy. We ended up coming back out here with my parents. My sister lives out here. We kind of started our life out here.
We went out. I can remember the first time I met her, and it's a pretty cool story. She worked with my mom at the time, and I showed up at work, and she was in a nurse outfit, nice all white nurse outfit. It was almost like a angel silhouette in the background if I go back and I think about it, but it was just an immediate attraction, physical attraction, and also just on an intellectual level as well.
You know, she went to Purdue for 5 years and graduated with a double major and pretty much never took off with finding a career or the direction that she wanted to go in. And she was trying to find her place. You question things.
I really got introduced to drugs in high school. At first it was just smoking weed. The pills were really starting to be a thing back then. And then in college, reintroduced to pills. It was still never something that I was dependent on.
In February of 2017, I had gone to Connecticut to my aunt's wedding. And as crazy as it sounds, I had a really bad dream. And I just knew from that moment on that we were done. Life was over. As we knew it.
You just progress pretty quickly, and then that's not enough. So then you turn to IV drug use, and then it ends up destroying your whole life. I ended up homeless, and then on the streets there's heroin and crack cocaine, and then I was selling drugs, and to be able to keep up with demand and stay up all night, start using the crack cocaine.
We were living on the streets. We were living in and out of abandoned houses and trap houses, and drug dealers were helping us get around and do all sorts of things. And we hit that rock bottom spot, and I knew I needed to show her, hey, this is a change. This is an immediate change. And I showed her my bus ticket and said, hey, I'm going to go get help. You need help too.
I heard about the Dove House, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll give it a little bit of a try. At first it was really just trying to like make other people happy, and then when I started learning about myself and who I really was, I hadn't even looked at that in years. I had just been masking it and running from it. And I started to like myself and realize that I can do life, and life is great, and there's so many good things. It just kind of happened.
When we come to the Dove Center, she'd come running out of the door to meet us. It was her again. You could start to see her emerging from it. I think she felt comfortable there. It was a place that she could relate with a lot of the people who were there. Everybody had basically different stories, but the same story. If you notice, there's a common thread that ran through all of them.
That was my first experience with people in recovery and people that were like me. And I wasn't Lauren, the drug addict that was homeless, that had hurt everybody, that had destroyed everything in her life. I was immediately a sister, and I was someone who was sick and that needed help, and they loved me, and they said from day one, we're gonna love you until you love yourself. And that's really true. Today, Jimmy and I are what I would call two healthy adults living a somewhat normal life. We both have stable jobs. We just bought a house. Soon after our offer was accepted on our house, we found out that we were expecting a baby. If I could say something to those who donate to Dove House, it would be thank you for an opportunity at life. Coming off the streets, you don't typically have money to get into a program this was the option for me to get help and made me feel like it was something I could actually do that was in reach for me.